prior to starting PolicyX.com, I was in the US. I was with EIG, which is one of the world's largest insurance company. So I was doing a lot of corporate valuation and all that for them. And, that is when I started looking at the insurance market in India, and I realized that there was a huge gap. The insurance penetration in India was nowhere close to the US levels or the UK levels. So I thought that, and then I thought that, I will create a platform for the agents to kind of sell motor insurance easily. So I came back to India, which was, while I was doing my job.
Right.
So, and then I started connecting with agents and realized that there was a huge technology gap. So the idea of PolicyX.com came in, like it was supposed to be a technology tool for agents to use. But then, that didn't work out as the regulations did not allow the model at that point in time. It was in 2010 or 11.
Okay.
So after that, obviously I had gained a lot of knowledge in insurance, and I had connected with a lot of people in insurance.
Right.
So then in 2013, I decided to launch an online portal, because online portal at that time, Policy Bazaar was there, but it was still very small.
Okay.
Policy Bazaar had started in 2008.
Okay.
So they were 5 years old, but they didn't really capture the market. And at that time, it was still starting up. The online penetration was still starting in India. So that is when I thought that, okay, online business would make sense. And in 2013, I started PolicyX.
Okay. All right. So one question now, you mentioned earlier you were targeting, agents. Now, of course, you're a regular platform. Now, here's what happens if I'm buying a policy online, vis-a-vis buying from an agent. I have an agent to touch base with, in case of any queries or something. Do you feel or have that, the absence of a direct personal face in front, a physical presence, does that work differently for you, or similar, or you have some sort of hotline you found people are okay with that?
See, I think the having a face does provide a little bit of comfort to a lot of people. But having said that, you don't really need a face to buy an insurance, because today, if you, let's say you buy from a known person, right?
Yeah.
And if the insurance company does not pay the claim, the known person cannot do anything. I mean, it's all contractual, right?
Yes.
But let's say if you buy from an online portal, so at least you know that the company will pick up the phone. It is a large company, right? A web aggregator like ours is not a small 1%, 2% company that can run off, overnight. So most agents, most people, they suffer because they buy from agents, and those agents actually do the fraud on their behalf. So they will write the proposal form in the wrong way. They will fill up wrong information and all that. And which is why the claims are rejected. Online, it is like you who is filling up the form. So there is a very rare chance of making a mistake. Obviously everything is recorded on the phone. So that way is also, there is a chance. I mean, most of the misselling happens because, I mean, let's say if somebody sells a policy to you, an agent sells a policy. So, what is the guarantee? What he's telling is the truth or not? I mean, there is no way for you to find out, right? Unless you read the policy document. So, but if it is a recorded call, we ourselves have to make sure, because at the end of the day, if your claim is rejected, you will come back to us and say that this is what you told. And then we have to have a recording, otherwise you can kind of sue us. So that way, I think it's an online model is much more secure. But from a perception perspective, yes, a face is something that we trust more than a company which is, maybe 1,000 of miles from where you are sitting, right? So that is slowly changing. Maybe currently 5%, 10% people are comfortable buying online, but future, I believe that this will be a much larger number.